So this is the first Deadly Movies attempt at doing video content, and you know, we'll do the stuff that everyone else does, like I'll be here and then I'll be up on a roof and I'll be in a parkade with my hood up, and I'll be walking and then I'll be somewhere else, because that's what you do with online things, and you make it edgy. Looking at my notes, there's far too many reviews and blog sites that give you reviews of up and coming films and stuff, so we're not going to do that kind of thing. We're going to do something a little bit different. So, and I say we, I mean me. There isn't a we. I have a camera attached to a chair leg upside down on my couch. There's no we, there's me. And you know, I'm going to do one of these every Friday. That's a lie. I'm going to do one of these every other Friday. Let's consider this episode 1, the first episode. Let's do all that again, that was awful. Here's what you can expect from episode 1. Michael Myers in space. Prometheus goes trailers bonkers. Bulldozers kill people, and St. Patrick's Day can be for horror as well as booze. And it'll be beards versus ants. News. Should I say news? So last week came the news that horror fans and Halloween fans and Michael Myers fans will be equally welcomed and dreaded at the same time. No Halloween in 2012. Which leaves the Weinsteins in a little bit of a pickle. Why? Because they really don't want to reboot the Halloween franchise again for the second time in 5 or 6 years, and they certainly don't want to continue the Rob Zombie story that he did in his Halloween. After all, Rob Zombie's ending to Halloween 2 was a massive fuck you to people who want to sequel his movie. Quite simply, you can't really sequel Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 unless Rory's going to be the killer, or unless you have Michael Myers with half his freaking face missing. So that's not going to happen. Where does that leave us? Well, I don't think we're going to see Michael Myers in space. Michael on a boat. Michael goes on sexy espionage. Michael Myers Save Christmas. No Michael opens a dinosaur-themed theme park. Open a We're not going to see any of that. I think fans out there, Halloween fans, are clamoring for one-off episodes. We're not going to get that either. So the most logical thing I can see them doing is, I don't even know if this term exists, sidequel to John Carpenter's original movie, and I think that's the best that Halloween fans can hope for. Right? Prometheus has gone video crazy. We went from not knowing anything about this movie to knowing loads about this movie. Super cool US full-length trailer, which was enough. That was great. And then we got a full-length UK trailer, and they were pretty different. Don't listen to anything Ridley Scott says. This is an Alien prequel. Does that mean that we'll see the aliens themselves? No. I think we might get an egg. Deadly Movies, #1 sci-fi must-see of 2012. It's been a Prometheus video bonanza this week. Exactly. So, what else? What else has happened? Dark Shadows got a trailer and some movie posters, and Tim Burton has really duped us with this one. It's less gothic horror and more kind of 70s kitsch, and it's a welcome swerveball. I like everything I'm seeing about this. It looks slightly different from the, let's face it, pap that Tim Burton's been turning out with Johnny Depp essentially since Planet of the Apes. I think this looks good, and a really good solid cast. Rec 3, zombie film to get excited about. Some early reviews coming out of the festivals in Spain and the US have been slightly muted. Rec 1 and Rec 2 were still fantastic, and for me, I say, if you're going to see a zombie movie this year, I still think it has to be Rec 3. Speaking of zombies, we had the season finale of The Walking Dead, season 2, and it finally picked up pace. And that last episode was a killer episode and leads us into season 3 fantastically well. Yeah, it was good, and I'm looking forward to season 3 as well. The first half of season 2 was slow, we stuck with it, and I think we got a reward at the end there with the last episode. Cabin in the Woods, Cabin in the Woods and The Hunger Games are going to be awesome watches this spring. Piranha 3 Double D looks stupidly fun. Boobs, B-movie actors, boobs. Going on Deadly Movies these past 2 weeks. So it was St. Patrick's Day and it was St. David's Day respectively, patron saints of Wales and Ireland, and Deadly Movies did a top 5 contributions that both those countries have brought to horror actors, authors, directors and movies that have come out of both those countries. This month's great moustache and beard in horror history came from Nigel Davenport in 1974 from the movie Phase 4, and he's sporting this crazy grey beard, so if you like beards, check that out. 20th movie you've probably never heard of was 1967's Monster from a Prehistoric Planet. That was batshit crazy Japanese giant man in suit monster movie that was really good. Deadly Movies been watching these past 2 weeks. What to watch or what not to watch, because it isn't very good. Showing DVD covers. Phase 4, watch it. Nigel Davenport, one-man killing spree against ants in the desert.
Please, go away.
The Substitute, Danish horror film, good. Watch it. Peeping Tom, shame on you if you haven't seen this, and it comes with a nice little book thing. This is the Region 2 version. You get an introduction from Scorsese as well. 1959, the year before Psycho, one of the most important movies to horror, modern horror, and especially slasher cinema.
He invades the privacy of innocent people till the piercing eyes of his camera meet the terrified eyes of his victims.
And Killdozer, which you can watch on YouTube, and that is about a killer bulldozer. Awesome Killdozer promo from the 70s.
We don't know anything for a fact.
Clint Walker, except that bulldozer kills. Carl Betts, 2 men dead. The survivors watch an unmanned bulldozer continue its rampage. Killdozer.
Sweet. Deadly Movies has also been making a movie this week. It's a short. It's going to be entered in a contest. It's obviously a horror, a zombie movie. I will indicate on the screen somewhere here some Twitter handles of the other people involved, so you can go follow those on Twitter as well. And I guess the only thing else left for me to say is follow Deadly Movies on Twitter at Deadly Movies, and also go to the website. Easy. Google it, it's the top hit. I'm in a parkade with a hood up. That's the Tron building, by the way. From Tron, Legacy.